live from PPG Paints Arena in the city of Pittsburgh. Welcome to the Pittsburgh Holiday Hoops Classic. Good to have you along, Alex Penarmius, and I'm joined by Jack Ridenauer. And Jack, these two teams, it's going to be a good one. Lincoln Park a little down after all the years in state championships and WPL championships. Montour is a monster. Could be a good game. It's going to be tough for Lincoln Park. They've struggled on the year.
Without question. I mean, this Lincoln Park team has lost quite a bit. You lose a player like Brandon Cummings. You lose a player like Malik Thomas, one of the tops in the entire nation. But for this Montour team, I feel like this might be the year for them where they really put things together. They played some very good teams. They've come out on top in some close games as well. And right now, undefeated. Yep,
sounds good. Well, I'll tell you what, Montour, they are looking good. So this will be an excellent matchup. We're looking forward to it. Glad you can join us. And Jack, you just have been doing a game, the last game, and you do the game a little bit later on tonight. Good time, is it not?
Absolutely. It's going to be definitely a great one, and just a great full day of basketball without question. 4 really good games. And you take a look here at the Montour record, like mentioned, the 5-0 record, some key wins. Beat Alderdice by 6, beat Chartiers Valley by 6. The only really emphatic win they've had was recently against Blackhawk, where they hung 84 points on Blackhawk. But outside of that, everything has been within 10 points. So this is a team that, despite winning, they will keep it close.
Mike Boraski, who is Mike Boraski is the head coach. He's been 11 years in Lincoln Park, and he's got quite the record. He's got all the state championships, WPIL championships on the other side for Montour. Bill Manier, he's been there for a while, 5-0, and as you said, 1-0.
Yeah, and again, just what they came off of, a 21-win season for Montour last year, but then you look at Lincoln Park, obviously the record speaks for itself, 2-4. They make also the jump, and I think something that people haven't really talked much about because of what they've lost has been the big kind of, calling card. Their jump from 4A to 5A definitely has probably hit them a little bit.
Okay, let's take a timeout. We'll be back. It's going to be time. It's going to be a break in a little bit.
Right, and again, that jump from 4A to 5A for Lincoln Park has definitely been a little bit of a tall task for them. Had a tough loss to an East Liverpool team by 4. They lose to Bishop Canevin by 10. But then they also lose to a team that we just watched in Moon, a very good program in the Tigers, 68-36. However, only 2 of their losses this year have been within the WPIAL. They have played some teams outside of the district. So again, the record might be a little misleading here with not all of their games coming against WPIAL opponents.
So, Jack, you do a lot of high school basketball around and a lot of college basketball as well. This brand of basketball that they play in high school, it's been a while. I do Duquesne, but seeing the high school game, it's a very fast. I was watching some of the last game. Very fast tempo. I mean, it was just amazing.
Very fast, and not to mention, they're going to try and play with a quickened pace. They're going to want to try and play up-tempo, and it's funny because with no shot clock in high school basketball in Pennsylvania, you would think that they would take a little bit more time, but these teams, very different. They want to run the score up. They want to score a lot. It doesn't necessarily reflect all the time in their records, but again, the fact that Montour scored 84 points in a 32-minute basketball game, that shows that this Montour team, they are very capable of scoring.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think it's going to round up to be a good one. I know that Coach Boriski said if his team was able to pull out the win, he's going to come over and give me a kiss. So I'm not looking forward to that. Not that I hope they don't win, but anyway. But, well, I'll tell you. Let's talk about maybe the last game that you're going to be broadcasting.
Yeah, after this one, it'll be Peters Township and Fox Chapel on the boys' side. Should be a really, really good one. Just had Moon area and South Fayette on the boys' side. A very good one. I know that you had Kiski area and Fox Chapel earlier today.
Sure.
And really, that game so far, I would say, has been the best game. The girls' game really close, came down to the wire. Kiski area took a late lead. Fox Chapel bounced back. So really exciting stuff, and obviously these players getting an opportunity of a lifetime playing inside of a professional arena like PPG Paints Arena.
Yeah, it's a great place to play. I mean, this is my first time in the arena. Pretty good crowd for, right before the holidays, a very cold Sunday, but the crowds come down. It's a great event. These kids will never forget it, and they're always going to, think back to this day. Maybe these kids will never get to a championship game of any time, but to be here and to come out and play in front of the crowd in the city of Pittsburgh and on TV, it's great.
And Lincoln Park, they've played in some of these really big moments. They've played on these big stages. So you got to think maybe Lincoln Park might be a little bit more accustomed to this environment.
I think so, too. And I think they're really going to try to come out here and prove something. And it could be a good one. Let's wait and see. Let's take a timeout, though. Pittsburgh Holiday Hoops Classic. right here at PPG Paints Arena, Sportsnet Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh is a lot of things, and a basketball town is one of them. This game was born here. Built by legends and trailblazers who paved the path and changed the way the game was played. By talent that never quit and crowds that never sat down. And it's our job now to salute the past, support the present, and showcase the future. This is basketball in the City of Champions. This is the Pittsburgh Holiday Hoops Classic.
Back at the PPG Paints Arena, let's take a look at the starting lineups. For Montour, it's A.J. Alston. Also Trey Hopper, who is, I believe, also committing to football. Colton Strait. Also your other starter today, Caleb Platts. So those are your five. And also, let's take a look at Lincoln Park. Lincoln Park has Antonio Goodman, Deontay Henry, DeMar Johnson, Jaden Bishop, and Tamir Holmes. Those are your starter fives for each of the teams. Jack, team's getting ready out onto the court, ready for the introductions.
Yeah, and it's going to be an exciting one to see Amaso of Montour. I've been looking forward to watch him play. As somebody who's been one of the top players in all of the WPIAL really interesting story about him. He moved from Senegal to the U.S., started playing at First Love Prep in Washington, Pennsylvania. However, the school and the program actually moved from the area, so then he wound up transferring to Montour, and he has been one of the bright spots for this Spartans team and really for Montour as a whole. UT Martin commit, a Division I basketball player, averaging almost 21 points per game, and just hearing so much about him, really excited to see how he flexes that muscle here on the hardwood this evening.
Well, team's getting ready for the introductions. Pretty good crowd here today, and let's get it going. Good matchup this afternoon. The Pittsburgh Holiday Hoops Classic, and this is in the second year. And last year, do you know who the first player was to make a bucket? The first player to make a basket here at PPG.
If I'm not mistaken, I heard it was TJ McConnell.
Yes, that is correct. TJ McConnell made the bucket here to start things off. Last year, a good selection of basketball teams this year as well. And also we have the Steel Case Showdown that's coming up a little bit later on in the month of January and through February.
Yeah, that should be an exciting slate of basketball that we'll get to talk about at halftime.
Right.
Especially with just how much basketball has grown in this Pittsburgh area, especially in the WPIAL. I mean, just so many talented players. We saw Michael Santacola of Moon in the previous game. Well, obviously, Amaso here again of Montour. Later on, we'll have some really good players all throughout on Peters and Fox Chapel. Fox Chapel with one of the top scorers, Caden Kaiser, on their team. So this is a really great opportunity for these players to not only play in this type of environment, but also play on a stage like this, right? I mean,
sure.
Coaches at home could be sitting at home watching this on TV saying, hey, I'm going to do a little recruiting. Why not? And I think this is a great opportunity for coaches to maybe see that.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe both of these teams, after they leave here, their next opponent is Char Valley. So you know that there'll be some Char Valley folks either in the crowd or at home watching on TV.
And that's a very good Chartiers Valley team that actually just beat the team we just had in Moon recently to snap what was once their 4-game winning streak. But yeah, I mean, this is really excited also to see how Lincoln Park fares with so much that they lost. I know I highlighted the move from 4A to 5A, but when you lose a player like Malik Thomas,
right,
who, let's face it, was one of the top players and is one of the top players in the nation, that is a huge void to fill. Hard to replicate, not one but 2 straight state titles, losing Brandon Cummings as well, now playing at Pitt. I mean, this is a Lincoln Park team that, I mean, they got ravaged in the offseason with all the roster movement that they had, but still very early in the season, a lot of things to get figured out. Only 1 section game under their belt, so you got to think, okay, that's 1 out of the 6 they've played. The other 5 don't really have much impact in the totality of their season.
Well, they got 3 or 4 freshmen starting, and I was talking to them. They said it's going to be between about 6 or 7 players that are going to get constant action, but they got their 5. And now they are getting introduced here. Okay. Okay, introductions are set. We're ready to go. Should be a good one. Thanks for joining us on Sportsnet Pittsburgh. This is each game seems to be elevated, and you know what's going to happen. But the girls' game, I got to tell you, earlier today with Kiski and Fox Chapel was amazing. Really saw a lot, and I've seen a lot of women's basketball being at Duquesne, and you have too, being up at Bucknell. But you know that sport now is really gaining momentum, and it's just going to go better and better.
Without question, and I think it's so exciting to see where the sport of basketball is going, where it has started, obviously, and then now where it's trending, and not only just in this area, but nationally as well, obviously with all the great college basketball that there is. But either way, really great opportunity, and one of these teams, they'll have a little momentum going into Christmas holiday.
Sounds good. Well, we're going to have the jump ball, and it's going to be, well, we get a whistle. So we'll stop, they'll do it again. And it's controlled by Montour. So here we go, underway. Goodman will set up in the backcourt. Up into the forecourt, just underway. Good to have you along this afternoon. Pass goes out to Henry. Now to the near side. Up top, that's a shot, 3, and that goes in. Montour takes the early lead. Deontay Henry hits the three-point shot. Now down the floor, Lincoln Park. Driving, stop, pop. Little bank shot there going up by Straight. No good. Here comes Montour back down the other way.
A strong move there by Henry. Tried to get that separation, and good thing he didn't get called for the offensive.
And we get a ball out of play. 3-0, that's your score. Let's take a look at the replay. Shot there on the way, and that shot goes in by Deontay Henry. That's the only scoring so far. 3-0, just underway, 7:26 to go. And they're going to send Straight up. Taking a shot. Yeah, I'm not too sure, Jack, what you feel about the shot clock. Not in high school. I kind of like it, so I'm not sure how you feel about it.
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news here, Alex,
you
but
like it.
I love shot clock. I actually played with shot clock in the state of that I grew up in high school, so I'm a big believer in it.
I am too, but not yet, not in Pennsylvania yet. Henry will take it, send it outside, up top. That goes to Johnson. Johnson, top of the key, throws it out to the corner. 3-shot, rainbowed up, won't fall. Ball is out of play, and it's going to go, let's see which direction it goes to. It's going to stay with Lincoln Park. 4-0, that's your score. Lincoln Park has the basketball. First quarter from PPG. Ball sent in play, long pass out to Woods. Woods down the left wing. Driving, sending it back out to the corner. Now they float it out to Johnson. Johnson in, stop. Shot partially blocked. And we're going to get a foul.
And a little bit of a late call, but Trey Hopper definitely gets a little piece there of Johnson.
Right.
Do like the challenge, though, by Hopper. Really use those quick ability off the floor.
Johnson's first shot rolls off the back of the rim. Lincoln Park struggling this year. I mean, they've been a powerhouse over the years, and for them, don't want to say uncharted territory, but this is new. They're not used to losing, and Johnson will make the second. And I'm sure as we were talking to the coach, he feels in a few years they'll be right back up on top.
The only thing you can do is gain experience from these points of their program right now, and it's only up from here.
Up top they go, around, hitting straight. Pass to the near side, out in the left wing. 6:41, now they go on the inside, stopping, trying to get the layup. Second attempt, and that one is good that time by Amiso. So Amiso was in there in the tall trees, and he made it work. And he actually will go up to the line. He is fouled.
Yeah, strong take by So. I like this look by Lincoln Park, going with the zone because they obviously know they don't have anyone that can man up with the height of So. So instead, they go with a zone. He still finds a little lane, and he's able to get the N1 bucket.
Down the floor, here comes Lincoln Park. Little drive in the lane. Ball turned over. Here comes Goodman down the floor. Setting up top. Fast pace underneath. Shot in the bank, won't fall. That time taken by Trey Hopper. So again, it's going to be Montour sent to the line. Hopper, senior, 6'3". Take two shots and try to extend the lead out. You can't get the first one to fall.
Been impressed with Montour's quick adjustment of this zone that they're facing with Lincoln Park. They've had some very open backdoor actions along the baseline. Lincoln Park's been able to communicate that, but it's just been a matter of actually plugging up those holes.
And that shot taken, won't fall. Score holds. 7 points for Montour. Lincoln Park struggling to put something up, and here they come down now. That's going to be Goodman. Shot underneath. Never made it to the bucket. Here comes Montour back down the other way. Platts will set up top of the key. Looks over near side. Pass out to Alston. 5:53 to go in the first quarter here from PPG Paints Arena. And again, it's Goodman check that. That's Alston out. Platts inside they go to Hopper. Around the arc, and that's the thing about is Platts will take a three and rolls it in.
A strong shot there by Platts. He'll be taking his talents to the Division I level in football at Mercyhurst, but he's definitely been able to get it done on the hardwood.
Good block that time by A.J. Alston. Let's take a look at the replay here. 5:29 to go in the first quarter.
Love that little fake by Platts. Really sells it. See the defense for Lincoln Park shift over, and that allows for the wide open three.
Okay, here we go. Moving down. Lincoln Park trying to penetrate in. And they will take it up top. That's Johnson. Johnson now stops, loops it up, and rings it in.
Right around 12 a game on the season. Definitely has a nice knack for scoring. Also keeps that handle nice and tight. Hard to take it away from him.
10-3, that's your score. Montour has it. Alston top of the key. Pass to Platts. That's in the left wing. At cross court. Up top, Alston. Back to Platts. Thought about a three. Now will take off. Fade away. Three, and that's good. Yep, he hits it for three outside the line.
I was going to say that maybe is a little bit of a heat check, but he acted like he shot that one many times in empty gyms.
Right, for sure. Presley down in the corner trying to get it out. Does to Goodman. Goodman stops, throws it out. Left corner three is on the way, and that's netted in. What a good job, and that's Deontay Henry will get that three, and it's a 13-6 game.
A much-needed triple there, and Goodman, he's able to get that shot open for his teammate because of drawing those extra defenders.
Around the side goes Alston. Now they pass it inside. We get a whistle. Platts, the recipient of that pass, but again, a whistle called. And they're going to get a foul on Deontay Henry, and that is his first of the game. Pass sent in play by Montour. Underneath. A little turnaround bank shot. That one was no good by Montour's Amos Slow. And down the field, here we come, and that was a shot by Antonio Goodman to get the 2 points. 13-8, that's your score with 4:09 to go in the first quarter.
A good strong take by Goodman, and not to mention he draws a foul against Platts, so that could be something that comes back to haunt Platts. Clearly he's been able to insert himself quickly offensively.
Antonio Goodman trying to connect here. Shot is up. Off the back of the iron, ball leaped up, and that's pulled down by Amiso. So we'll try to make the pass to Platts. Nope, gonna keep it. Hand off instead to Alston. 3:58 to go. First quarter, blocking call, and that's gonna go against Avon Presley. Okay, we got a timeout on the floor. Game right now, 13-8. It is Montour over Lincoln Park. We'll be right back. This is the Pittsburgh Holiday Hoops Classic on Sportsnet Pittsburgh. Back with you, PPG Paints Arena. Well, they are going to send A.J. Alston from Montour to the line. 13-8, that's your score. Spartans at, nope, can't hit it. Jack, thanks for joining me today, filling in for Rachel Zimmerman, who is home, and she has a sick son. So, Rachel, I hope all's well.
Happy to step in.
Yep, good to have you. Lincoln Park down the floor. 14-8, that's your score. Here we go, driving in, out, taking it in. That's going to be Goodman making a pass, almost got away, but it's kept alive. Johnson will bring it up, trying to fight his way down inside the paint. Turn around, one-arm shot, no good. Ball tipped away at the end, and it's going to be turned over. Montour will take it, 14-8.
Really love the action by this Lincoln Park team. Drive, kick, replace, drive, kick, replace. Finally, you're going to get a good downhill angle once the defense is all out of whack. And Lincoln Park, if they just held on to it there, that really looked like a great possession they were conjuring up.
Platts will take it, goes inside, a layup on the other side by Colton Straight.
Straight natural scorer, right around 14 a game. He can move well without the ball, and that is such a lost art in this day and age in basketball.
Henry for three from the right side, bingo, hits it.
And now for the Leopards, they just cannot afford to trade buckets with the Spartans. They need a big stop if they want to really dig into this deficit.
Alston trying to find somebody underneath, and he does. Alma, I think he gets fouled.
Yeah, I think that is the call. They're going to send him to the free throw line. And we look back at the Lincoln Park bucket from the previous play. Big time shot by Henry, sets the feet wide open, shooting in a big time non-shooter's gym, to say the least.
Shot is up that time by So, no good. And he's a big one. Alma So, 6'9". Shot up. He will hit it that time. Pulling a little closer here. 6-point ball game. Lincoln Park trailing 17-11. Johnson out left wing. Back top side to Goodman. Goodman will head into the right lane. And again, that's Henry. I think he thought about another shot. Instead, he'll take it in the paint, go out to the left corner. Shot is up. That's an air ball over the side. Montour will rebound. Platt sends it easily down to So. He goes down, can't hold his feet. He goes down. Was he fouled? He went down, not hard, but.
Yeah, they're going to say that Woods got him here on this replay. But what a job by So. I mean, he has been met by a double team, triple team, a quadruple team at times, and he keeps his composure. A lot of players, they would probably fumble or crumble, but he stays strong down low, and I'm sure he's well aware that he's going to get a lot of attention his way.
Well, he's already been up to the line a few. Let's see if he can do here. So, 6'9". Shot up, that one's good.
Great free throw shooter, too, right around 92% on the season.
He's averaging, from what I see, about 20 points per game. Shot up, good. Makes them both. 18-11. Lincoln Park with it. Look to make a pass. Back out to Johnson. 2:12 to go in the first quarter. Johnson with it. Throws it out. Up top, here comes Goodman. Goodman goes to the corner again, and instead of taking, we got a foul. That was out. That way to Henry. And they're going to get So on his first.
Yeah, pretty easy call to make. He tries to stretch for the ball, but gets a little bit of the body of Woods there.
Pass goes in play. Out to Henry. Shot is up, won't fall down. Platts will rebound for Montour. Spartans coming in at 5-0, 1-0. 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. Pass in to Gamble. Gamble in the game. Far side out to Straight. Platts in the right corner. Driving baseline, then back out. Stop and a pull-up shot for two. That shot no good by Straight. But a good job by Montour to keep this drive alive. Now they go up, and there you go. Ryan Gamble punches it off the backboard for two.
And So keeps that possession alive long enough to tip it to a teammate, and that's where the bucket by Gamble is the ultimate outcome there.
21-11, 10-point lead, Montour over Lincoln Park. Here comes Johnson. pull up, sends back a pass. It's going to go out of play, and that'll be a turnover back the way of Montour.
Just a beautiful cut here by Ryan Gamble of Montour. Again, So taps it out to A.J. Alston. The drive, and then Gamble noticing, hey, I've got a lane.
Yep,
hangs and hits it.
Ball being brought up court by Montour. Alston sends it up around the Gamble. Back to Alston, taking it, paint, lobbing it up, just rolls it in. Oh, it's going to be an offensive foul. And that time it's going to be, I believe, Ryan Gamble.
Yeah, Gamble gets hit with the offensive foul on the illegal screen. So a little bit of a two-step forward, one step back there for Montour, but still being able to build up this nice lead here after Lincoln Park was making a little bit of a threat.
21-11, that's your score. Lincoln Park with it. That's Woods. There goes a shot. That one by Goodman, though. Good, won't fall, and then Montour will steal. So comes down. Could he go wire to wire? Up and then. Yep, he does.
Pretty unbelievable. Rips it off the miss, takes it all the way down. Again, he is 6'9", taking it in transition.
Crazy,
like that.
It?
Impressive.
Oh, my gosh. No doubt about it. As Johnson is back about 10 feet outside the arc. Now he steps it up on the left side, backs away. Going back up top to Weiner. Wiener high post, shot blocked. Good job blocked that time by Gamble on the play. Down the floor, here comes Montour, and another block that time. Let's see who got that. I think that might have been, was that Woods who made that block? Well, they're gonna send Trey Hopper up to the line to shoot two.
Look at So in transition, not to mention ripping it through and avoiding what could have been a charge. Right. Henry was trying to set up for it, but just couldn't.
And the shot good by Trey Hopper, a senior, 6'4". Averages about close to 7 points a game, and 4 rebounds a game. Montour in their black and gold, Spartans, and the Leopards in their black and gold. There goes a shot good by Hopper. And so it's going to be Goodman sending it up the court to Henry. 3 is on the way, and that one was an air ball. That's the end of the quarter play, and it's 25-11. Montour with the commanding lead. Take a timeout. Pittsburgh Holiday Hoops Classic from PPG Paints Arena, and you're enjoying it live on Sportsnet Pittsburgh.
Dear Harlem Globetrotters,
we love you.
I love your dunks.
Alley-oops.
The long shot.
4-point shot!
I love your history.
A trailblazer.
All the cool tricks.
you make me laugh.
Come back soon.
Pittsburgh, we're coming back for our holiday tradition at PPG Paints Arena on December 26th. For tickets, visit HarlemGlobetrotters.com.
Think you've tried everything at Panera? Think again. Introducing more new sandwiches and salads with our new flavor-packed toasted Italiano and the mouth-watering Mediterranean chicken greens with grains. More in every bite, just like the new ciabatta cheesesteak with melty provolone and garlic aioli. And more new options under $10, including our new creamy bacon mac and cheese. Come taste the new era at Panera.
In Pittsburgh, football season is all year round. The Pittsburgh Passion, 3-time national champions. A team of women united by drive, dedication, and heart. It's more than football, it's family. A sisterhood of athletes working together to achieve greatness. Do you have what it takes? The passion, the commitment. This is your chance to be a part of the black and gold. Step out onto the field and join a legacy. The Pittsburgh Passion is waiting for you. Join us for tryouts. For more information, scan the QR code or visit PittsburghPassion.com.
Jeff Dunham, Artificial Intelligence, his all-new tour.
Jeff Dunham. You're the other white meat. How can you be so smart on one hand and so stupid on the other? Well, you're half of it. I realize I could have avoided all this years ago with one simple word. I do not. Silence!
Don't miss on Pittsburgh. December 30th, PPG Paints Arena. Tickets on sale Monday, September 16th at JeffDunham.com.
Second quarter coming up here from PPG Paints. Good to have you along this afternoon. Montour, Lincoln Park going at it. Right now it's a 14-point lead here. Montour over Lincoln Park. And it's going to be Johnson. Throws it out. Goodman, right corner. The takeoff, foul line 2 is up and in and out. Looks like a Lincoln Park. They were fighting. Held ball, I would think, is called, and that's going to stay with Lincoln Park.
And I think they're going to change the possession.
Okay.
And it is Montour basketball.
So Montour will send it in. Looks like Lincoln Park's going to apply a little bit of pressure here. They get it in. And Alston. And so now it's going to be Goodman going to the hoop. Untouched easily for the layup. And a good defensive move there by Assay. Jams it, man. He answers, doesn't he?
My, oh my. Might have pulled the rim down with him on that jam.
Waiting for the glass to come down. 27-13. Driving, throwing it up. Can't get it to sink that time, however, as Presley. And again going to the net. You can see Amaso, who is just taking this game over, and then another steal and a point by A.J. Alston. It's getting ugly.
Yeah, somehow in a blink of an eye, this has turned into a near 20-point lead for Montour. We talked about it at the beginning, Alex, about this Montour team. Last year, 21 wins. Felt like they were on the cusp of something special. This season, I think that they're really coming into shape. And the fact like they're flexing their muscle on a team like Lincoln Park right now, it says a lot about what they're capable of accomplishing.
Yeah, it is. And I'll tell you what, if you're a team like Montour and you've fallen to this team in the past in Lincoln Park, you're not going to have mercy on them today. You're going to take it to them, and they are.
Yeah, and So had no mercy on that slam there.
None so whatever.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what.
These two did meet up last year in the state playoffs. Montour lost to Lincoln Park.
Right.
Get a cool angle here of the rim cam. You can even see the rim moving a little bit.
It did. Didn't show signs of cracking because of stress, but he got all of it. 31-13, that's your score. Getting a little bit. Montour running away a bit, but still a lot of game to go here. Down the court, here comes Lincoln Park's Presley. Presley out, hits Henry. Henry back, Presley, fade out 2, can't get it, can't get the fall in. And it's going to be So down the court, sending it back to A.J. Alston. Alston up top, that's the gamble, turnover the other way. Johnson takes it down the floor for his team, trying to get possession. He's kind of trapped out top the box, floats it out to Henry. Deontay Henry to the corner, Goodman. Goodman reversing, a little floats it off the backboard and in, good for 2.
Love that move, and that's where Lincoln Park's been at their best, when they get some of that diagonal driving into the basket, drive and kick to the corner, and then that drive towards the middle. That's where their offense has been at the best.
Alston will take and try to move, but he got it stripped away and stolen. Here comes Presley. He's got to beat his man, and unfortunately, catching up with them was Amaso, and so he could not really get anything past him, but try to take a shot at it.
And this is what So does. I mean, he doesn't come up with the block shot, but just his presence is enough. Presley clearly knows that he's there. I mean, So is in the mind of everybody for Lincoln Park right now.
Right, for sure. Alston almost had it taken away. Instead, we'll forward it up to Platts. Platts, no-look pass outside. Around the straight. Up top, 3 is on the way, and that one missed short. Trey Hopper, that was an air ball. Down the floor, here comes Goodman. Goodman lost it. Hit off his foot, down to Platts, wide open. Easy layup for Platts, good. And they'll tag up another 2.
Very fast-paced, and I think right now, Montour, they are just hitting an extra gear that Lincoln Park is yet to find.
Well, Lincoln Park's going to struggle, and we knew they would. They're a young team, but very well coached. But right now, they are finding themselves in quite the deficit. Goodman, or actually check that. That was Henry, a pull-up 2. That one was blocked Here comes So and the rest of the Spartans. So it's just a one-man wrecking crew. Put up that shot, can't get it to sink. And now instead, a stop and a pop for 2, and it gets the bounce for Colton Strait.
And Strait has been a nice little burst offensively for Montour. We've talked so much about So, but he's got a couple buckets under his basket as well.
Going is Goodman. Untouched, but now they're going to get a foul. He went up to the line. So was right underneath him and maybe got a hand in there. And then it's A.J. Alston, and that is his first.
Great, cool, calm, compact jumper there by Strait. Noticing, hey, I can't take it all the way. I'm going to just pull up. The in-between game, that can be such a hard part of basketball to master at the high school level.
Antonio Goodman up to the line. He'll shoot. Some of the shooting from the line we saw earlier today was pretty impressive with the women. They took full advantage of it. We see that at Duquesne. You know, you got to take advantage. Every time you get to the line, try to make it happen, especially in a 35-15 game. Let's see what Goodman can do here. Shooting 35% from the floor. Hit that one. It's good. Shooting 75% from the free-throw line as well. 35-16, Montour basketball.
Free throws can always be the great equalizer in basketball, especially when it's an opportunity for you to get back into the game. Clock is stopped. You can reset yourself, and that gives a true opportunity to dig into deficits.
Alston backs towards the top of the box. On that right side, floats it into So. Near side, that's Strait. Right at the corner. Platts has it, left corner. Driving baseline, kick it out. There goes a 3 from the right corner. That one by Mark Carter never got there. Lincoln Park back down the other way. Johnson slows. Being guarded by Alston. Now turns on the Jets. Right down inside the paint. Throwing it up and hits it in. What a nice play. Kind of a reverse layup off the other side, and he just kind of threw it up and put it in.
That very crafty move, just works down on Alston, finds a lane, goes up with the right on the left side, and a wise move, because if he had gone up with the left, don't think he would have had the same angle nor opportunity to get that shot off.
And that shot is good by Johnson. Montour basketball, pulling a little closer, 35-19 here in the second quarter. Platt sends it up, Alston. Near side is Strait 3, good!
That's just too easy, gets lost in transition defense.
Another steal by Montour's Platts. Sending it down, that's the Carter. Going for the layup, can't put it in. A good second effort. Here goes Platts, 3, long ball. That one hits off the front of the rim. Lincoln Park will rebound. Down the floor, here they come. Pass near side, and it's out of play. Intended for Avon Presley. But it goes out, I believe, unless it was tipped out by Montour. Let's take another look at that shot. What a hit by Colton Strait. Presley in the right wing. Takes it inside the arc. Little shake and bake move. Here comes Goodman. Or actually check that. That's Woods on a jumper. That shot never made it.
Really good defense by Platts, not biting on that fake by Woods.
Indeed. Well, Platts is slow and bringing it down the court. And it's going to be straight top of the key around Alston, 3, and that one a little short. So, as they keep it alive, and now it's out at the corner, Mark Carter couldn't handle it. I assume it is off of Lincoln Park. It appears they're going to give the ball to Montour and keep them in possession here. Platts from the left corner will send it inbound. 2:36 to go in the second quarter. It's been all Montour so far in this third game this afternoon. Platts top of the key, inside to So. So, turning, throwing it up, can't get the fall in. And another whistle. So you do a lot of basketball over the area, don't you, sir? Here,
I do.
There, everywhere?
I try to. I go where the microphone tells me to go. So it tends to find itself in the confines of a nice warm gymnasium in the wintertime.
That's always good, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Okay, here we go. Platt's trying to make his move, has that blocked and out of play. He's trying to go up and take that shot. It'll keep it with Montour. Quick inbound. And another block that time by Woods on straight. And again, it's out of play, and again, it'll stay with Montour.
Great agility to stay on the floor and then get off that quickly, especially when he got burned on the cut on the inbound.
Alston on the cut there, trying to put it up. Can't, but he will draw the foul. That'll send Alston up to the line. Take two. So these teams are working at the foul line so far today. And let's see what Alston can do with his trip.
I will say, if this Lincoln Park team, with them being this young, I think the sky's the limit for them because they have still fought really hard with a very experienced Montour team. And this is a great opportunity for them to say, hey, you know what? We're going up against a team that's been in 5A for a little bit. We just got to 5A. We're very young. They're experienced. Hey, why don't we go out and see what we can take away from a game like this?
Sure, why not? And, you know, talking to the coach, he made it sound like, hey, they're going to get better. I mean, these are young kids for the most part. A very young team. Johnson turns on the Jets. Back around to Presley. Henry up top to Johnson. Under 2 to go here in this quarter. Johnson was going to take that shot, so there, but it was blocked that time. Down the floor, throwing it back out. Platt's three is good. That's perfect. All net.
Platts has been really impressive. I mentioned that he's playing Division I football in the future, but he's got a really good jump shot.
Goodman air ball, and that is out at the end line. That'll go back to Montour. A lot of these kids, a lot of these young men are going to be going out to play football, but they come in and they spend time playing at Lincoln Park. But it's amazing the quality of recruits both of these schools have. Just the players, I mean, not recruits, but for Montour, they've been a power. Here we go. It's going to be straight. Now he'll take a drive down the right lane, has it tipped and out of his hands. Presley will forward it down to Johnson. We have a whistle. So it's going to belong to Lincoln Park, and they will send it in play. Johnson looks to send it into the backcourt out to Deontay Henry. And another stop and play.
I think it's a matter of the clock.
Is it a clock issue?
I think it is.
Okay. Well, they're going to go back, talk it over, try to reset if it needs done.
Well, I guess it's not a clock thing.
I guess not. Here we go. Henry. Stop, throws up a two. Say there to pull it down. And then underneath on a give to Say, another jam home.
Nice give and go there. Gamble finding So. And when you run the floor hard like that, you're going to get rewarded. And that is such an important thing if you're a big man.
Johnson will go and tip it off the glass and kiss it for two.
Beautiful finish by Johnson. Had to be challenged by So there. Still got enough arc and spin off of it. Been really impressed with Johnson's game inside and out.
Mark Carter sets up left wing. Looking to pass it. Does. Gets it away to Straight. Straight. Back out Carter. Stopping a pop for two. Can't get it to fall, but Say right there may have been fouled. Nope, they're going to turn it over and give it back to Lincoln Park. So it's going to be Leopards basketball.
They whistled So for that foul, so that's now his second. And if Lincoln Park wants to get back in this game, they're going to have to get So out of this game.
That's right.
And if they can drive in, draw some contact, they could really change the trajectory of this one.
Well, he is definitely the difference maker here today. Not that everybody's not hitting on most cylinders, but he is just an immovable force, I think. 45-21. Johnson on that right, going to go for a long three, and that one won't make it there. And it's going to be Straight coming down with it, sending it off, and they're going to wave off the shot by Ryan Gamble. Okay, well, with that, we take a timeout. We'll be right back. And your score 45 for Montour and 21 for Lincoln Park. We'll be right back. You're enjoying the Pittsburgh Holiday Hoops Classic on PPG Paints Arena on Sportsnet Pittsburgh. Back with you here, PPG Paints Arena. A halftime score, it's Montour all over Lincoln Park, 45-21. So we are here at halftime. Let's take a look right now at what's coming up in January. A little later into February, we have the Steel City Classic. Should be a good time. It's basketball all month in through the month of February. First game on January 7th. It is Imani Christian Academy against Upper St. Clair. That's on the 7th. On the 10th, Woodland Hills, Seneca Valley. The 17th, it's going to be Neshannock against Olsh. And on the 21st, it's going to be Peters Township against Baldwin. That game against Olsh, or should I say the Baldwin game, is a women's game. Peters Township at Baldwin on the 21st. The 25th, we'll see Baldwin at North Hills. 25th, Knock at Bell Vernon. The 25th, or the 25th also, Penn Hills at Aliquippa. North Hills at Pine Richland. That game on January 28th. February 3rd, a girls battle between South Fayette and Charles Valley. On February 3rd, Blackhawk, Char Valley, and last game down the road on February 7th to be determined. So thanks to Jack Ridnour, we're going to take a timeout. That is what's coming up. Looks like it's going to be a good schedule coming up. High school basketball. So let's take a timeout. We're going to have a special guest coming up when we return. You're enjoying the Pittsburgh Holiday Hoops Classic from PPG Paints Arena, Sportsnet Pittsburgh.
The best bulls in the world have come to town. For bulls and their riders, those 8 seconds go by in a heartbeat. 8 seconds to become a champion, or nothing. This is America, and this is PBR. It's full-time Pittsburgh, the U.S. Border Patrol PBR Pittsburgh, presented by Ariat. Bucks into PPG Paints Arena, January 24th and 25th. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.
Get ready, Pittsburgh. The Steel City High School Hoop Showcase is here. See the top talent in Whitby'll take the court. Catch 10 weeks of unforgettable action this January on Sportsnet Pittsburgh. It all kicks off January 7th with Imani Christian at Upper St. Clair.
Think you've tried everything at Panera? Think again. Introducing more new sandwiches and salads with our new flavor-packed toasted Italiano and the mouth-watering Mediterranean chicken greens with grains. More in every bite, just like the new ciabatta cheesesteak with melty provolone and garlic aioli. And more new options under $10, including our new creamy bacon mac and cheese. Come taste the new era at Panera.
Disney Descendants and Zombies Worlds Collide Concert Tour. A one-of-a-kind concert experience coming summer 2025. Live on stage, singing all the hits. Tickets on sale now at DescendantZombiesLive.com.
At Leway, we understand the power of personalization. From hats to water bottles, our expert services include screen printing, embroidery, and a variety of promotional items. We also specialize in team sports gear. What truly sets Leway apart is our dedicated design team, including our talented on-staff graphic designers and exponential customer service. Choose Leway to make a lasting impression on and off the field.
Back at PPG, it's the Pittsburgh Holiday Hoops Classic. Good to have you along. We got a good one here. Had 2 games before that were great. We're going to be joined now by Matt Fargo. Matt, the mastermind behind the madness. Good to have you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you having me.
It's okay. It's good to have you here, and this is something that you've worked on putting together, along with the high school football on KDK Plus. You're involved in just about every aspect. Got to be proud of what's going on here.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, PPG Paints Arena commits themselves to showcasing student athletes, and we've done that in a variety of different ways over the years, and now being able to do this for the second year. A lot of players are not able to play here. You play the WPIAL championships off-site, and getting the chance to come into PPG Paints Arena, which, we're known for hockey and concerts, but hosting the March Madness every few years, and we have the Atlantic 10 Men's Basketball Conference Championship coming here in a year from now in 2026. So we're excited that we get to showcase these student athletes, and the girls got their love earlier today, and it's special to know that they're going to take away these memories no matter what, and no matter where they go on from here, they'll know that they got a chance to play here, and friends and family got to watch.
That's true.
What's been your favorite part of putting this whole event together?
I think I go back to, we try to make this feel championship-like, feel college and NBA-like. And I love watching the faces of the players when they're watching those intro videos go on. And the lights are out, and they're just – the eyes light up. And for the guys and girls that haven't seen that before, of course, they may have gone to a game, but they've never actually gotten to see themselves on that video board. That's my favorite part. And at the end of the day, we know these guys are in the middle of their season, but we really appreciate that the friends and family come out and they participate and support all the student athletes, and that's what our goal is here.
Great to have on TV this year, is it not, Matt?
Absolutely. Great. Really appreciate JRM Productions and Sportsnet Pittsburgh for having us, and really excited that all these games are going to be able to be rebroadcasted on Christmas Day. So the friends and family that are here in the building can watch it. Maybe they can go back and forth between the Steelers and Holiday Hoops on Christmas Day.
Let's take a timeout. Pittsburgh Holiday Hoops Classic. We'll be back for the second half right here from PPG Paints Arena. Thanks, Matt Fargo, on Sportsnet Pittsburgh. We'll be right back. Back in PPG Paints Arena, ready for second half here between Montour and Lincoln Park. Jack, expect a good second half. Impressed with Lincoln Park. Young team, but like you said, able to kind of keep up with them a little bit. They'll be much better in a few years. A little bit of experience. All these kids, most of the kids are freshmen.
Yeah, and again, I mean, when you get a chance to go up against a team like Montour that, let's face it, I think right now the way that they've been playing up into this point, they've got a legitimate argument to be made that they could be a favorite in 5A in some regards.
Here comes Johnson to the hole, scoops it up, can't put it in, however. Ball tipped away, and now who's going to come with it? It's going to be Montour getting the steal. Back to So. And then out of play. So it's going to go back to Lincoln Park. So couldn't handle that ball down the floor, and so Lincoln Park will send it back up. Goodman.
I think they actually changed that call because it did go off of Goodman's hand.
Okay.
And clearly not the reaction, or at least the call that Lincoln Park wanted.
Say will take it. Pass in now, trying to get his way to the bucket. And it's out. 7:36 now back in for Say. Goes to Platts. Little turnaround hook shot for two. Can't make it fall. Down the floor the other way. Lincoln Park. And it's going to be a reverse layup that time by Deontay Henry. Henry gets it. 7:20 to go in the third quarter. 45-23.
Great body and control inside by Henry. Didn't allow himself to fall too far away from the basket, but enough to get separation from the defender.
Alston out to the corner in the pass. That's the Hopper underneath. So banks it. Didn't have to jam it that time. He just made the simple toss off the backboard, and that scores 47-23. Johnson will shake and bake down the right lane, throws it up, hoping it'll fall. It won't. And it'll be Montour basketball.
Yeah, they get Holmes here with the foul. That's his third. So you got Woods and Holmes both with 3, and for Lincoln Park with already somewhat of a smaller roster,
right,
a couple
exactly.
guys that have been dressed today, that could be really scary for this Lincoln Park team.
Yes, it could be. Alston, pull up 3, and that one hit the left side of the rim. Not good. Here comes Johnson back down. Johnson explodes, trying to make a pass. Nobody home, but finally Presley is. He'll pick it up before it goes out of play. Presley out to the corner. That's to Henry. Stop and a pop, and that one is in and out that time by Henry. Here comes Montour's Platts down the other way. Underneath, so there, can't put it up, he's fouled. No, he just lost it. They're going to give the ball back to Lincoln Park.
Yeah, I think that was a case where he had his eyes on the rim before he caught the basketball, and he just simply loses it on the way going to the rack.
And the ball sent in play. That's Deontay Henry. Slowly crossing over center court. 5:58 to go in the third quarter. Henry loops it up, banks it, man. I don't know if he wanted it to fall that way, but he did. He didn't call it.
Yeah, Henry just with 5 points per game on the season. He had a nice 3 back in the first half, couple buckets here. Again, he's been very impressive. This is a very talented young group for Lincoln Park.
Little up and under by Colton Strait won't fall. And it's going to be Lincoln Park. Down Goodman. Sends it off to Henry, couldn't tip it in. Now Platts alley-oops it to So. He can't put it in, that's unusual. Normally you'll see that. So might get another chance here. Up, in.
That's just way too easy.
Well, when you got somebody 6'9", wouldn't you like to be 6'9"? Chances are he's going to go to a college of his choice, I would think.
Actually already made his commitment to UT Martin.
Okay, good.
In Tennessee, so Division I caliber player. And in this day and age, Alex, with the transfer portal, he could be there for just 1 year and off somewhere else.
Let me ask you a question about the transfer portal, because I think everybody in athletics these days, it's something you have to deal with. How do you feel about it?
You know, it's an interesting topic because I think right now, and I think that the initial idea of the transfer portal in, again, general terms is a good idea. I never really liked the having to sit out a whole year if you're transferring, because some things do happen, obviously. But I think that when you have this almost Wild West approach, lawlessness,
which it is,
and guys are on their 4th school in 5 years, 5th school in 6 years. I mean, it makes you start to question. If I was a day student at one of these schools, it would make me question, well, okay, he's not going to class or, whatever, and he's going to just bounce on out of here. Why do I have to do what I have to do? So I think it just presents a whole different set of problems. Again, I'm all for players transferring, but when you're on your 4th school in 5 years, it starts to make you wonder, is it the school or is it you?
Ball tipped and stolen away here by Montour. Down the floor here they come. Outside, it's going to be Alston. Slowing it up, sending it out to Gamble. Gamble goes inside. And there goes a jump shot for 2. That's a long 2 put up that time by Colton Strait. 4:34 to go in this third quarter of play from PPG Paints Arena. Thanks for joining us as Johnson will set, take, and deliver it. Can't get the roll in. Say is there, rebounds. And he will trot up court. Big lead here, 51-25, more than doubling up Lincoln Park. Stop and a shot put up. We get a whistle, but that shot by Hopper doesn't fall. And they're going to get a foul on Deontay Henry.
We're getting into the 30-point territory here for Montour.
Yep.
Gamble with the Strait on the nice short jumper. Again, mentioned that Strait, he's been kind of the Robin to So. And I think it's worked really nicely for Montour. Everybody has all the attention on So, but they forget about players like Strait, like Alston, like Hopper at the free throw line.
Hopper, senior, 6'4", averaging 6.5 points per game. That's second shot's good. And he's averaging about 6.5 points per game. Here goes the Presley, and then a little turnaround hook shot. That one was put up and in that time by Woods.
Woods has got a great frame to him as, again, a young player, can really develop into a very talented presence both inside and out. He's been able to stretch some of this defense too.
Hopper made a pass almost out of play, and it is. So tried to get it, but could not get his hand on it to control it from going out of bounds, so the turnover goes back to Montour. Actually, check that. Lincoln Park will have it with 3:41 to go in the third quarter. And Deontay Henry starts, drives, loops one up. This time it doesn't fall. So brings it cross court, and we get a whistle. Be a foul, and that'll go on Lincoln Park.
I think all the media members probably had a minor scare with the basketball coming their way. Don't want to get any of the electronics broken.
Those media people, for the most part, don't run too fast, depending.
Well, that probably is why they're in media.
That's right.
At least that's why I'm in media.
Don't run. Okay, pass goes in play. As around the straight, going for three. And no, can't hit that one. Hopper trying to get to it, throws it up. He can't put it in, so a little bit of toughness at the rim here as Lincoln Park will bring it back down the floor. Goodman lays it up and puts it in. Antonio Goodman. Looks like we got a timeout on the floor.
It's just been a really impressive performance for Montour, but Lincoln Park, they've had some bright spots again. Guys like Goodman, Henry, Johnson, Woods. You could tell they've got a nice core that they are developing right now, and that if they can continue to get this experience, and in a way, it's nice that there are not many upperclassmen for Lincoln Park, because it forces these underclassmen to play high-level basketball at the varsity level that, let's face it, if guys like Malik Thomas were still around or Brandon Cummings, some of them might not get the time that they're getting. So in a way, these maybe down years, quote-unquote, for Lincoln Park or for any team, really, I think it's a way to actually build out depth, build out talent for the future years.
Well, I think so. When you're dealing with 4 freshmen, I mean, they're going to grow into a team over the course of 4 years. And by the time they get there, not to mention other folks coming into the fold, they could be a very dominating team. And they may not have to wait 4 years. This team's going to be good.
And let's face it, you're not going to have players like Brandon Cummings and Malik Thomas both wind up at the same school all the time. That's a very rare instance. And so I think for Lincoln Park, they're now having to deal with what everybody else is dealing with, right? Roster turnover, guys graduating, key players not there anymore. How do you kind of pick up the pieces moving forward? And when you've got a longtime head coach, 2 wins away from getting to 300, clearly you know how to maneuver through times like this. And again, I know that right now they're down by almost 30, but this is a Montour team that will continue to mention it. They have a lot of experience from last year, pretty much bring back everybody from a season ago. So when you reload with that much talent after a 21-win season, it's only going to keep getting better.
Ball set in play. So for Montour is called on a travel. Talking to Mike Boriski, and he was saying that he needs that 300. He wants 300. He doesn't know if he'll get it this year. I think he will, but anyway.
A lot of season for him to get 300.
There is a lot. As Johnson will set up 5 foot outside the arc. Throw it out to that right wing, now to the corner. A corner drive, stop throwing it up, and that shot won't fall by Woods, and it's tipped and controlled down by Montour. Spartans been leading throughout. Alston will bring it into the forecourt, set up, go out to Carter. Carter floats up a 2, and he goes down hard. 2:32 to go, 54-29. That's your score. It's going to be 2 shots for Mark Carter, the junior, 5'9". So far, you've seen 3 games. Well, you got here. Did you see any of the women's?
I did.
Okay.
Yep, I did.
So far, of the 3 games, your favorite? Probably the last game you did, I would assume.
I honestly was, again, I mean, the girls' game was really exciting. Kiski kept within striking distance of Fox Chapel. Moon and South Bay had a good one in the first half. Moon pulled away, but really excited for the final game tonight, Fox Chapel and Peters Township.
Second shot good. Lincoln Park down the floor. Stop and a loop up off the side of the rim. That one no good, that time by Woods. Alston for Montour. Front of the bench. Cross-court feed. It's off to Carter. Inside. And Lincoln Park will get the steal. Down to Henry. Henry rolling. Taken off now, and he almost lost that basketball, and we have a whistle sound to stop play.
A.J. Alston with a little bit of the soccer there.
That's right. You see that kick?
The bicycle kick. Yeah, that was impressive. Don't think he meant to do that.
I don't think so.
As Bob Ross would say, a happy accident.
There you go. It's inbound to Johnson. And here we go. Johnson up and under. Makes the shot no good. So there. Rebounds for Montour. Alston. Up top. So for three. He can do it close and he can do it far. That time for a three from outside. The score is 58-29. Can be Weiner. That shot won't miss. That's off the back of the iron. He'll try for shot number two. That time a little bit strong. Right there rebounding. Hopper down the floor. Carter will drive, sends it home. 60-29, we got a timeout on the floor.
If I'm not mistaken, now the clock is going to run because of the 30-point rule.
Is that how it works?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure that now that it's in 30-point territory, the clock continues to run, at least from what I was last told. I know that the rules are always changing, but you see there So with the versatility from beyond the arc, and then Carter. Been impressed with Carter coming off the bench. I mean, you've got a weapon like him, around 8 points per game, a junior, and you've got him as a reserve. This shows also the depth that the Spartans currently have, and 5A is going to be a juggernaut. I mean, the whole entire classification is going to be filled with a lot of talented teams, but from the little that I have seen in 5A this season so far, Montour, they really, really stand out.
I mean, they are just tremendous. They have so much talent, so many weapons. They're going to be a tough one to beat, that's for sure. 60-29, so Montour with a 31-point lead here. From PPG Paints Arena. Got good holiday plans coming up there, Jack?
Just going to spend it with some family and go back to where I'm originally from for a few days, and that's about it.
Nice. Sounds good. Presley stop, throws up a two. And then a pickup and a block by So. As Montour's Gamble will throw it out to Alston. Gamble now inside to So. Couldn't handle it. Ball loose. Now So will instead hook it up. Doesn't have to always jam it. Sometimes he'll just throw up a hook.
Yeah, just he's got that post game figured out, and the fact that he can also stretch it from beyond the arc, he's going to be a problem at the next level.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Down the floor. Stop putting it in. That time, that's Mark Carter. 64-29. Henry shot will hit the front of the rim, and So will again. You got a guy like So under the bucket. How are they going to rebound anything? I mean, for the most part, the guy is just 6'9" of misery for an opponent.
Well, right now, it's clearly been shown that Lincoln Park, I mean, they're kind of group rebounding with him.
There's a quick shot as time runs out here in the third quarter. 64-29, that's your score. Well, got one more coming. Then we head to the gun lap late game at 7 o'clock. Anyway, this is the Pittsburgh Holiday Hoops Classic from PPG Paints Arena. You're enjoying all the action here on Sportsnet Pittsburgh.
The best bulls in the world have come to town. For bulls and their riders, those 8 seconds go by in a heartbeat. 8 seconds to become a champion, or nothing. This is America, and this is PBR. It's full-time Pittsburgh, the U.S. Border Patrol PBR Pittsburgh, presented by Ariat. Bucks into PPG Paints Arena, January 24th and 25th. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.
Pittsburgh, we're coming. The Harlem Globetrotters World Tour is coming back to PPG Paints Arena on December 26th. Continue the tradition or create a new one. For tickets, go to harlemglobetrotters.com.
Disney Descendants and Zombies Worlds Collide Concert Tour. A one-of-a-kind concert experience coming summer 2025. Live on stage singing all the hits. Starring Kylie Cantrell, Freya Sky, Malia Baker, Malachi Barton, Daryl Renee, Joshua Collins, and Mahanan Knight. Disney Descendants and Zombies Worlds Collide Concert Tour. Tickets on sale now at DescendantsZombiesLive.com.
Quiet on set? No way. This is Jake's time to shine. And Ryan's, and our crew. Cameras, check. Drones, check. Checking that shot we just checked? Double check. We ain't got time to chill. We're out here capturing this action. This is when we get to work. To bring you every moment live, no matter what. Broadcasting changes everything. Transform how you experience the game with JRM Video Production.
Get ready, Pittsburgh. The Steel City High School Hoop Showcase is here. See the top talent in Whitfield take the court. Catch 10 weeks of unforgettable action this January on Sportsnet Pittsburgh. It all kicks off January 7th with Amani Christian at Upper St. Clair.
Has it, Platts will send it back out to Gamble. And then to A.J. Alston. 10 foot outside the arc. Throws it to the left side. That is to Gamble. And we get a quick whistle. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. What a good day here in the city of Pittsburgh. If you're a high school basketball fan, no better place to be than PPG Paints Arena. So we'll send it inbounds for Montour, and he does. Gets it out, and a quick jump shot for three, and that one never made it. Platts tried to, but couldn't get it home. Down the floor, here comes Henry. Double pumps high off the glass, can't get the roll in. In another attempt, we get a whistle. So Henry tried to go, couldn't get it to fall, and now there's a whistle, and that'll send Lincoln Park up to the line, and they will send Javin Peel. Ryan Gamble picked up the foul. Peel's first shot. And let's see what Peel can do here. Peel in the game sparingly. That shot no good, would fall short. Say will advance it out to Montour. Platt outside the Hopper. Inside to Say. Say second, third time maybe? Third time's the charm? Nope. So almost put it in a few times. Now he'll go to the line to shoot two.
He's just got such relentless energy, and he gets off the floor so fast. I mean, you saw there 3 straight second chance, third chance opportunities, really. Just getting off the ground, that quick reaction off the floor, that's not easy to do, and he makes it look effortless.
Yes, he does. 66-29, it's Montour on top. We're in the fourth quarter here from PPG Paints Arena, the Pittsburgh Holiday Hoops Classic. And that shot goes up, and that hit the rim. Deante Johnson a little bit off the back of the iron. Won't fall in. Austin drives to the bucket, puts it up off the glass for two.
Beautiful move. Nice little head fake hesitation there. Just a quick move inside.
Now we got looks to be a timeout on the floor. Teams are heading out. We got about 5:56 remaining in this fourth quarter between these two. What are powers? Now Montour power. Lincoln Park trying to work its way back up. But again, a young team against a very experienced team with a heck of a lot of talent, size, and speed.
Yeah, they're going to be a force in 5A this season. I know that with this section, in Section 4, you've got a lot of really good teams. You've got teams like Moon, South Fayette, Montour in the mix. And when you've got those three, and even if they're not in the same section, all in the Class 5A, Montour could run into one of these teams in the playoffs, and it could be a very interesting outcome because Montour's got the depth, They've got the versatility. They've got the star power. They've got all of the ingredients for a championship caliber team. It's just a matter of putting it into place. Not to mention also, I know this is kind of very easy to say, maybe low-hanging fruit, but everyone needs to stay healthy.
Stay healthy for sure. Get hot at the right time. I mean, you know, all those things come into play. But Montour looks good today. We still have some game left, but they have taken it to Lincoln Park for everything they wanted and more. Timeout expires. Teams coming out into the hardwood. And we got about a little more than half of the fourth quarter to go here at PPG Paints Arena. It's going to be Lincoln Park. We'll send it up the floor. And again, thanks to Brandon Rossi. You know the man?
I do know Brandon, yes. I know Brandon well.
Here?
Yes, he and I go back to our days in college.
Do you really? That's amazing.
He was a grad student while I was in undergrad. He was doing grad school. I was maybe a semester behind on undergrad, but that's okay. I got done. Okay. The paper got done.
That's a corner shot for three from Henry. Little weak, won't fall. Platts back up the court. One thing about media you find in the city of Pittsburgh, everybody kind of knows everybody.
Absolutely. Well, it's a tight-knit community.
Yep. So back to Platts around. Now they go to the baseline, the Hopper. Hopper cross court. And it's going to be stolen. Easy bucket for Goodman.
That was just Montour playing maybe too much catch around the perimeter. You could tell they're just trying to eat up clock here.
And Hopper makes the pass outside. Platts goes back the other way to Straight. Now to Alston. Platts again. They're playing it outside the perimeter with a big lead, 68-31. And here goes a three-point shot by Straight. Won't fall, but a pickup and put in that time by Montour will give him the two.
An easy putback for Platts. Not boxed out by anybody, and he just sticks it home.
Johnson will look to the right, throw it off to the left. Pass down low at the baseline, stop for Woods, can't put it in. And Platts again, the man on the spot, sends it down. So will be there, and So has two or three Lincoln Park players draped all over him, and he gets fouled. He'll go to the line.
And Amir Woods is visibly frustrated that he got hit with that foul. That is his fourth, and you could tell that So has caused problems for Lincoln Park all day long, and I think they're starting to now show the frustration.
And So will miss on the first. Good day to sit at home and watch some basketball, isn't it?
Perfect
Cold
day.
outside.
Yep. Get cozied up and get comfortable.
Steelers played yesterday, so hey, next shot, that one rolls in.
Yeah, everyone's had their football from yesterday.
Yep.
Got some basketball today. Yeah, exactly.
That's right, exactly. Not that they enjoyed the football the other day, but you know. Anyway, Lincoln Park will send it in. And Johnson takes his time. Playing his way, taking it, trying to go all the way. Can't put it in, but then it is pulled back down and sent up by Woods. He won't get to sink in as well. And they're going to get Montour in another foul that time. Carmadizi, who gets into the game for the first time. Probably going to see some young kids get in for the last few minutes of this classic.
Yeah, like I mentioned, that's how depth gets built out. That's how you become a deeper team. You get better players off the bench because of situations like this. Maybe down the road there's a close ball game, and one of these coaches, they have to look to their bench, find somebody, and they have earned their trust in maybe a situation like this.
Next shot won't fall by Woods. Goes out of play. 3:37 here from PPG Paints Arena. Quite the venue. Pass goes in to Presley. Presley falls down and slowly will be helped up off the court. Favorite venue to watch a basketball game?
Ooh,
You've been
person?
to a few. Yeah,
in person?
In person, sure. Ever been to St. Joe's out in Philly?
I haven't. I was at the KFC Yum Center last year.
Were you?
Yeah, that was
cool.
was quite the experience.
Was it really?
Yeah, that they love their basketball in Louisville. They love their basketball.
No doubt about it. Johnson up, throws it near side. Again driving, and that time Henry will lose it. Carter will take it down the floor and turn it off for a layup that time. Robert Schmidt couldn't put it home, and Lincoln Park will come the other way with Presley. Out to the corner. Driving, oh, what a good smackdown on the play. That was just an amazing block that time. I think that might have been Carmadizi, and now it's going to be Montour driving, and we have a whistle down near the end line.
In a way, for these players, it's an active tryout. This is where basically, you know, you've made the team, but it's now a matter of, can you get some playing time?
Right.
And this is a great opportunity that, hey, somebody rips off 5 or 6 points in this stretch, a couple big threes, shows an ability to hit open shots. That's what people don't realize. In a situation like this, it's very easy to check out. If you're a player that doesn't have all the opportunities that maybe others do, you have to seize these types of situations.
No, you really do. You're right. You do. You have to face it. And there goes the second shot by Carter. It's good, but Jack, you're right. I mean, it's one of those things, take advantage of the opportunity when you get it. Presley in the right. 2:14 to go in the game. Presley, high post popper, good. And it's going to be Mark Carter, the junior, 5'9", who will set things up, throwing it out to Dallin Young. Back to Carter. Young to the near side, out to Holder, and ball goes out of play. It's going to stay with Montour. In play it goes, also checking in, Dominic Barron in the game. And a drive to the bucket, and that one is put up and in by Jonah Carmadizi. Presley driving, lost it. It was tipped away. Montour, long pass down to Carter. Carter double pumps, doesn't get the roll in. Baseline basketball, and it's going to go back the way of Lincoln Park.
That was a nice move by Carter. Kind of swoops in, soars in the air.
Right, sure.
Again, he's just a junior, so he still has another year for Montour.
Presley with under a minute to go in the game. Presley will step and drive, nobody home basically, but then he throws one up, can't get the fall in, but a rebound here. And a little turnaround lop in, that's good. That's Tamir Holmes, he gets his first points of the afternoon. 34 seconds to go. Carter lost it. Back out to the left, now to the corner. It's going to be Young three, and that shot hit the rim. And a quick lead pass down the court for Lincoln Park. Gets the layup that time, and they'll get the 2 points by Deontay Henry. Carter down, 8 seconds. Carter throwing it out, kick to the corner, time running out. There goes the last shot. And that one won't fall, and that's the end of the game. Boy, what a performance by Montour this afternoon, coming in undefeated and it'll leave undefeated.
Without question, they definitely flexed their muscle, and they are going to be a formidable team in 5A. I think the rest of the classification, they've been put on high alert. The Spartans, they're coming to play this season.
Yes, they are. 76-37, that's your final. Another game coming up just in a few minutes with my man Jack. He'll be back here for the nightcap coming up at 7 o'clock. Again, this is the Pittsburgh Holiday Hoops Classic from PPG Paints Arena on Sportsnet Pittsburgh. Thanks for joining myself and Jack Ridenauer, and Jack will be back for the next broadcast. But again, thanks for keeping it here. We'll see you in the next game. Again, all this action brought to you by the Army and the Marines. We'll be right back here on Sportsnet Pittsburgh.